Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am from Management Information System Info 2306 Section 4. So now I am going to present our group project. Our group project name is Virtual Field XENBER Study on IT Implementation and Challenges during COVID-19 Pandemic. As we mentioned in our group project, we have choose an IT company which is XENBER. So let's move. We have 5 group member: MD Shajibur Rahman, MD Abdul Rahman, Suadar MD Zubair, Rafi Mirza Rubaid Hassan, and Shishir Al Amin. So now I'm going to present my part, which is introduction. This study focus on the IT implementation of company using IT during the COVID-19. The decision then focuses on the implementation of IT and the limitations of some type of IT implementation on XENBER company. We are required to conduct a virtual field study on information technology implementation and challenges during COVID-19 pandemic. We have selected an organization which is XENBER. The purpose of this project is to get an opportunity to conduct an in-depth study of how IT is being implemented in the organization during COVID-19. Furthermore, this interaction will also provide an opportunity to discover the idea and the experience from the industries. And there is the link for XENBER company. Next slide. Okay. In this slide, I will talk about the background of XENBER. XENBER company, formerly known as Gen IT Solution, offering fully fledged services for software development and technology engineering, empowering effective nearshore management to its clients since 2016. As one of the top mobile app and web development company in Malaysia, we adopted various technologies in our development cater for next generation. And the other one, XENBER's aim. We aim to strive for excellence in the industry and to be the best at what we do. XENBER is committed to being the top mobile app and software development agency in the region. We constantly engage with talents from various university students who consist of creative thinkers, innovators, designers, developers, and strategists. XENBER is a great place to launch a career that is enriched with knowledge, technical and leadership skills. No matter what your ambition may be, we encourage you to take your time to discover the opportunities we have to offer and see what you might fit. Thank you very much. I have done my part. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum, I am Shajibur Rahman. My metric number is 1715205. So now I will present my part. My part is about the processes of XENBER. Basically, XENBER company, how they are using advanced level IT for their company. So if we know each app is different. For COVID situation, XENBER company decided to make apps for their company member so they can use it and they can do every official work by the app uh, during this pandemic situation. On the other hand, they are using an advanced level technology process to build a mobile apps. For making mobile apps, a XENBER company follow these processes, which are planning. They try to understand why this problem exists and your app solution, objectives, and competitor analysis, monetization analysis, and marketing roadmap. For analysis, they decide what data and functionality needs to be presented within your apps and how that data and functionality is organized. For UI and UX design, they decide what data and functionality needs to be presented within your app and how that data and functionality is organized. For coding part, they are using advanced level technologies and programming languages that can be used to build a mobile app. For deployment and testing, performed by non-developers or at least people who are not your app's primary developer, this will help ensure a more genuine testing experience. Finally, mentioning and updating the program must continue for several years after the initial release until its end of the life. A software development process makes everything easier and reduces the number of problems encountered. So we practice waterfall and agile methodology in our development process. So for Janber company, they are used to use agile development. So there is some predictive releases depending on the some features, which is this application shall be built as a product rather than developing all the features in one go. We shall release the minimum viable features set first and then gradually build rest of the features. This shall help us to go to market in less time and utilize the resources in efficient manner. And each module will be divided into uh, sprints, and sprint can be from 1 week to longer duration. So project will be divided as follow. In this way, it will be easier to track the process, feedback, testing, and approval of each sprint. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. My name is Muhammad Alamin Shishir. My matric number is 1825255. I'm here to present my part of the project. So we have conducted an interview on online with session through Google Meet with Mr. Asif, the executive employee of Zenvar IT. We could not possibly make a physically interview because of the COVID-19 situation. We are 5 group members in our project, so during the live interview session we asked some questions individually to Mr. Asif about their Zenber company, how they are implementing IT on their company and handling their company and employees during pandemic situation. So in this interview we have asked him all the questions we need to make sure the make sure. So in the interview we have learned a lot of things about how the company have uh, deal with the pandemic situation. Here are some screenshots when we conducted the meeting through Google Meet. We are here we can see our group fellow group members and Mr. Asif. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Zuad Darimdi Zubair. My metric number is 1731833. I'm going to talk about my part, which is about question and answer. We asked some question and brother Asif answer on this. First question was handling tight deadline, and the answer was from brother Asif. Essentially, all the project on which I work have strict deadline. My co-worker and I go above and beyond to fulfill all our clients need and to ensure that we complete our project on time and budget. Second one is about how their company made better, faster, smarter, more sufficient efficient. And the answer was to me, cooperation entails everyone doing their share to ensure that the project runs successfully. I believe it is always better to use each individual abilities and make them feel responsibility for their effort on larger initiative that require cooperation. And third one was that advanced technology, how it works for company impact for company. As a result, they are capable to understand that situation very fast. As a result, they cannot adopt this necessary technology according to the situation, because according to brother, their employees are fast learner. They think that the current situation about COVID-19 could not impact on their company that so much. During the pandemic, they also follow the strategy of not changing their current workload, what they are developing. And the last part is about what are the challenges have you faced conducting the meeting, and the answer was that normally they are not facing any problem conducting the meeting, and they feel good. The work is like normal, and we are not facing any kind of problem related meetings, they said us, and we can manage it because we have a lot of experience. The last one is, what assurance did you provide for your employees so they feel safe? Actually, the answer was, we are okay because our company gave us a lot of facilities, a lot of assurance and security, and we can do every work perfectly without hesitation, and that's why we feel safe. That's all from me. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rafi Mirza Obaid Hassan and I'm from section 4. My metric number is 1837613. So in my part of this presentation, I'm going to describe the Google survey outcomes which we got by doing a survey among the employees of XENBER. So we prepared some few questions about their job related and got these outcomes. So now I'm going to describe them. Firstly, we asked about their gender because we wanted to know is there any equality or something like that kind of issues. So we got the response that there 60% people are male and 40% are female. The next question was about their position at XENBER. So the maximum response we got from the marketing managers, and the second position are the product managers. The next question was about their age. So we got 60% people in between 20 to 25 years old people. Then we asked about their address. So as we know from the meeting that their main branch is in Kuala Lumpur, so the majority people are from there. The second position is holding the people from Putrajaya, and the lowest are from Kedah. So the another question was how many hours did they actually work from home at XENBER. So the maximum response we got that 80 hours as usual. So they didn't actually change their time schedule. They actually said that in their meeting, and the lowest said that they actually doing their job above 8 hours. So after that we asked that during the pandemic do you prefer traditional physical office or work from home. As they know that the situation isn't good, so they actually respond positive that they want to work from home, and a few of them actually wants to work like the traditional way in their physical office. The next question we asked about how many hours do you need to work at home during the pandemic. So they as usual said 8 hours, and someone said the second position is for them who said that they work less than 8 hours. And another question was about how many hours did they work at XENBER before the pandemic. So they said that 8 hours as usual. We know that know that from their meeting, online meeting, that they also said that we didn't change their time, that 8 hours as usual, and if someone wants to get some extra time, then he can do above 8 hours. And if there are someone who is getting any exception, like some medical problem or something like that, in that case they can do their job less than 8 hours. So after that, we prepared question for which place do you prefer for their job in recent COVID-19 situation. So as usual, we said that 75% of them are wants to do their job from home. So that the another question was, did they face any difficulty during the working at home time? So the majority, the 50% people said that yes. So maybe there's some issue that they are facing from home, and the second position is 30%. That is also not a minimum kind of people. That's a decent percentage of people who said that no, they didn't face any difficulty during the working home time. And 20% are they actually they are confused, and and they said that maybe sometimes maybe that can be like they sometimes get difficulties and sometimes they didn't get any difficulties like that. um, the another question was, do you think your job is affected by COVID-19? The majority, that 73.7% people said yes. So they are affected by somehow, maybe physically, maybe mentally, maybe financially. So there's some issues. Next question was, do you manage yourself during this pandemic situation? The majority response is yes. So as we get that from the previous question, that their job and other stuffs are affected by COVID-19, they responded yes. And on the other hand, they are able to manage themselves as well. So that's something good. So the last two questions are, will they be okay during the physical office after finishing the pandemic time? Maximum response is yes. So the next last question is, did they face any communication problem with their team members in the remote setting? The majority answer was no. So they are somehow manage themselves to do their meetings and other stuff online very perfectly. The lowest was maybe actually they don't want to share. So that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.